So we're on our way to the airport. Tuk Tuk is driving. And I got my piece, Rachel and Caitlin. We're all heading to the airport, and it's going to be great. Lots of stuff along the way, but, you know.
I've been dragged here against my will.
Stop. She came willingly.
No, I didn't.
Well, almost got in an accident. Hopefully the rest of the trip is safe, and I will be talking to you when I'm landing in China. So, made it to Beijing, not without complications. So this is the new Beijing airport. It was built for the Olympics, and it's my first time coming through it. The first 2 times I was in China, I came through the smaller one, so this one is a lot bigger and a lot more lights and colors. You don't see a lot of the colors, but this is all I can get. I'm super excited to be here and missing everybody back home. Found out my luggage didn't make it along with me, so we'll see what's gonna happen. I'll bring out my bags for a couple days, but other than that, everything ran smooth. And ran through my first airport in Chicago. It was crazy. Ran from one side to the other. But Beijing is looking great, and I didn't know that there was a smell that came with it, but there is, and I recognize it, and it's great. So now I'm just heading to customs, so I probably gotta shut you off, but I'll talk to you again. So after a 14-hour flight to China, I'm now on a 4-hour journey to the city that I'll be staying in for the rest of the time. We went from walking to bus. Now we're on a subway, which is elevated, like the one in Chicago. And we're on our way to the train station, but we have to switch subways 3 times to get to the train. We're still in Beijing, so you can see that there's malls and stuff in front of you. And it's so crowded here. I've never taken the subway during this time of day in China, and I feel like cattle being herd. If I could turn you around and show you all the people behind me and how crowded they were, it would be insane. But they'd probably think I'm a crazy tourist. Yeah, so it's unique how you can get around without a car, because it's inconvenient to have a car. So yeah, we're going to the train, and we're going to the bullet train, which I'm super excited for. And that'll be for like 30 minutes. But then we'll go to taxi and then back to walking. So it should be fun and exciting, and I love it. So the sun is setting in Beijing, and it's so beautiful. You can't really see it, but here's a little taste of the bullet train. It's really smooth. We didn't get a seat, so we're standing, and it's great. So here's a little bit of the countryside. It's not quite as crowded and stuff, but still crowded. Everywhere I go, people ask me about my nose. And it's kind of crazy, because in high school people called me Pinocchio, but here people can't get enough of it. Imagine that. Traveling's been really interesting, but can't wait until we get to our destination and sit down for a hot Chinese meal, probably with noodles and stuff. Should be good. school building. And it's really windy today, but that's usually not normal. And cool thing, you can wear these like mask things, so I look like a doctor. But yeah, so this is what I walk to school every day, and it's really interesting because you go from these buildings to these little apartments, and so you just walk through, and these are butchering shops. Really interesting. You can see blood trails everywhere, but that's normal to these people who eat beef all the time. And that's a mosque. So cool. But right next to the butchering pen. So it gets interesting around here. But friendly people, always willing to help out. Yeah. Sorry for the bumpiness. It's a rugged terrain. So usually cars go down in this, and big semis. And this is the wall that I hug for dear life. It gets pretty